What is the opportunity for the project? First, I would like to talk about artificial intelligence. Currently, AI is one of the hot topics in engineering and also technology, entrepreneurship. A lot of startup companies, they work on the AI project. So AI, we know machine learning is one of the technology in AI domain. Machine learning is a software, okay? It can learn the pattern from the data set. For instance, we can learn customers shopping habit, so we can build the recommendation system. And also, we have deep learning. Deep learning is a special technology to build the large AI system. Like, everyone uses the ChatGPT now. ChatGPT has been built by OpenAI, and OpenAI uses the deep learning deep learning and NLP, natural language processing, put them together to build the ChatGPT. And also in AI, we have computer vision. This has been used in self-driving cars. Tesla built the self-driving cars, use a lot of computer vision technology. And also natural language processing, we call NLP. That is AI technology to somehow make the machines, the computers, to understand the human being's language. Like I said, ChatGPT is built on NLP, and it can understand the question and also give us the solutions. The last one is robot. So that has been used in a lot of manufacturer plants. Okay, so in the last 8 years, I have been working with ideas. That is organization. We are a group of people from Wall Street. We have the finance background. We do investment, and also many of us we are from Silicon Valley. We are investor, entrepreneurs, and also data scientists, AI engineers, CTOs. So we do a lot of investment in AI, and recently we focus on AI and Web3. So I'll give you some background about ideas. We have an incubation program called Ideas Block. That is for the Web3 startup company. So you see, we start from 2018. We have different offices at different cities, Dallas, New York. We have a good relationship with the top university like MIT, Harvard University, like Chicago University, UT Dallas, University of Texas at Dallas. We have a lot of conference in United States, and we also do hackathon. We help the startup company to grow. So that's how the incubation program works. Okay, I think since 2017, we jump into the blockchain technology. Now we call that Web 3.0. This is a chart from Goldman Sachs. It gives us a big picture about Web 1.0, Web 2, and Web 3. I would like to talk a little bit about Web 2. In Web 2, we built a lot of mobile applications. Almost every industry, we built the mobile application for them. Like we changed the business model. like we do a lot of sharing economy, like Uber, like Airbnb. I believe there are some other companies in different country. I'm talking about the Web2 companies in United States, and also we have YouTube, Netflix. They're working on the entertainment and media. So when we get into Web 3.0, we have some new technology called blockchain, and also decentralized storage, decentralized computation, decentralized organization. So I believe the Web 3.0 technology will change almost every business, just like Web 2 will change everything. Then we meet the Bayesian team, and we came from a group of people from universities. I think Ideas is the enterprise investor for this project. Bayesian is a project for Web 3.0. We are going to build a decentralized computation network. So here is a big picture about BDCP, the Bayesian protocol. I think Dr. Amir will talk about some details for this architect. So I can give you some brief introduction. So we built blockchain. So this is a cluster. We have many machines connected by the network. So we have a Bayesian stack, that is the communication protocol among the servers. And in our system, we use decentralized messaging, so the machines can talk to each other. Currently, we use MQTT protocol, and also we can do decentralized storage and management using IPFS. And also we have some invention. We publish many papers about decentralized machine learning. So this is the major parts in the whole Bayesian architect. And on the top of that, we can support AI applications, and also we can help the data owners to get rewards. And also we help the all the parties in Bayesian network can grow, can benefit each other. So basically, Bayesian provides the computation network. Currently, we have CPU, GPU. GPU is a special CPU, especially for the deep learning project. I believe OpenAI, ChatGPT, they use that. We have a lot of RAMs to make the program running very fast. We support HPC cluster. That means a lot of machines connect each other, and we support distributed computation. We support decentralized computation. Okay, so this is the opportunity we see in the future. Currently, we are focused on computer vision. We have some healthcare project running on. We have reinforcement learning, that is about how to use the GPT technology to build different applications. We have a lot of NLP project. Currently, we have NLP project. We can help the e-commerce customers to build their business. I think Jacob will talk about that. And also we have data analysis to support every business to build their data-driven project. So even though we focus on computer vision, reinforcement learning, and also NLP, but we do have the capacity to build every AI system, including machine learning, robot, automation, knowledge system, almost everything. Okay, so this is a brief introduction about where we came from, what we are doing, and what we will do tomorrow in the future. This is a group of people. You will see. This is myself, Amir, Penny, Alfonso, Shuhang, and J. Cole. Anything else? Let's see. Fabi's, Judy, and we have several professors from different universities. Okay, so this is about the people. This is our office. Welcome everyone to stop by. We are in a beautiful city called El Segundo. It's very close to the airport in Los Angeles. This is the outside. We can have a conference in our office. It's a kitchen. We have lunch there. The meeting room, the outside of our office. Like I said, we mentioned regular events about AI, decentralized computation, blockchain, and also cryptocurrency. Okay, so this is my presentation. Hopefully, in the future I can meet you guys in person. I would like to maybe pass the presentation to Amir. Amir, are you good? I may stop sharing, so can you share your screen there?
Yeah, definitely. Thank you so much, Jason, for the presentation. Yeah.
Okay, you are very, very welcome. And now it's very late. It's almost 1 a.m. in the morning. Okay. Anyway.
Yeah, go on.
Thank you very much, Dr. Jason, for your wonderful background on history of Bayesian project and exciting future.
So,
we are very thrilled.
Can you see my screen?
Not yet.
Okay, I also want to share my screen.
I can see your face now.
Awesome.
It's coming.
Now you can see my screen now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so everyone, thank you so much. This is Amir Jaberzadeh. I'm working with Jason at BDCP, and I appreciate everyone attending the webinar today. The topic is the BDCP, or Decentralized Computation Network. As Jason mentioned about our tech stack, I want to go a little bit into details and say what is BDCP. BDCP is the Bayes Decentralized Computation Protocol. It's the next generation supercomputing infrastructure for Web3. We put together several technologies to build a system and a framework that we use for machine learning and AI. It starts all with the public blockchain. We used previously GODE and Ethereum, but we basically can use any kind of blockchain, public blockchain. On top of the chain, we have this network node management system that we call it Bayes stack. We have in our clusters thousands of computers that are connected and talking to each other, and they're being used for storage, they're using for compute, and with our decentralized system. We have this message passing and communication network, which we're using MQTT, which is used for a fast and simple communication between these machines. We have the IPFS data storage and management, which is a decentralized storage system that we'll be using on top of the network that we have. We built our own machine learning framework, which is decentralized and being used for federated learning. I will talk about federated learning in my next slides. On top of our framework that we also publish in multiple articles, we have any kind of intelligent application and any kind of deep learning or machine learning application on different fields, from computer vision to NLP to time series can be run on our system. And on top of that, we have the data coming from different sources like retail, from hospitals, from different places. Okay, I just want to go through and compare what is decentralized machine learning here. If you have thousands of data on your machine, maybe you can go and train a machine learning model on your computer, in one computer, and use it for inference in the future. If you have millions of data on your computer, then you cannot maybe use your one machine, and you need multiple machines to run the training. This is called distributed machine learning. Have a network, a cluster of computers, and you will distribute your data on those machines. This works when you own the data, when you have the data at your expense. But what will happen when you don't have the data, when the data is spread among different entities? Like, for example, if different vendors or retail stores have different data for the customers, or what if there are different hospitals that they have their own data? So in this scenario, there is something called federated learning, which basically what you do, instead of sending the data to different machines, you're basically sending the models to different computers. And as you can see, federated learning is a centralized system. There would be a central server that talks with different computers, and different computers have their own data. They receive the model, they train it, and then they will send back their trained models at each iteration to the server. And the job of the server is to aggregate them, as you can see here in the picture, and send them back the updated general model. There are some issues with federated machine learning that we will go further in the next slide and talk about it. In a decentralized machine learning, as you can see, there is no central node to communicate between these computers, and these computers take the role of the server for the aggregation in turn. So, for example, for some iterations, we will have this computer to be the server. For some other iterations, we'll have maybe this computer to take the role of the server. So I just mentioned what are the challenges in federated learning. One of them is the failure and bottlenecks in central node. As we saw in the central federated learning, the problem is that the central node needs to communicate with all these networks. And as we go to hundreds of or thousands of computers, then suddenly you can see that there would be a big bottleneck for all these hundreds of computers to talk with this central node. There's also the possibility that this machine will actually fail and that the whole system will actually go into a halt. There's another challenge which is called adversarial attacks. So there's only one machine, and there's possibility that you can actually, or somebody can actually attack this system. It will learn what is actually being trained there. It can maybe reverse engineer and understand what are the models trained coming from even different computers, and that increases the chance of these attacks. There are challenges in secure and trustworthy data sharing for collaborative machine learning. Again, because we are doing this centralized system, we will have security and data sharing problems. There is also an unfair training system because we don't know who is contributing how much to the system. Maybe some of these nodes they have millions of data. Some of the nodes have only like few data. Some of them have good quality data. The other ones do not have good quality data. So basically, we don't have a fair system for the training. It's also not real-time and efficient, as we talked about the central system and the communication that need to happen to this central system. It doesn't make it real-time and efficient. It is not very scalable, as you can see. We cannot just go from 10 computers to 100 or to 1,000 computers that easy. And there are also data privacy issues, as I mentioned in this one. So at BDCP, we saw these problems and we tried to solve them with a new framework that we have developed over the last year. Our solution has multiple paradigms. We're using a decentralized architecture. As you can see in these pictures, the decentralized architecture can have different shapes and topologies. We're working on many of them. We have built this one. We have built this one, we have built the ring structure, and our ultimate goal is to have a shape that, a topology that can be designed in any form based on multiple parameters like geography, the availability of the computers that can join these clusters, and the scalability. So the other technology that we're using for our framework is blockchain. Blockchain helps us to build a trustworthy and traceable system. We will implement this incentive mechanism that makes the training ecosystem more fair. And as we can, in the next slide, we'll talk about it a little bit more. We implemented the asynchronous communications between machines, which basically helps the efficiency and real-time challenges that I mentioned in the FedML. And we also use the IPFS, which handles the data privacy and data sharing problems for us. But let's just focus on some benefits of the blockchain. Blockchain is basically a immutable ledger. It has the data transparency, it's traceable, and everybody can trust on this information. We can have, in smart contracts, we can build these control mechanisms that would be useful for a fair training system. It has deterrence against dishonesty. So if there are people in the system and the training that are doing something which is not helping the training, you can actually build systems and functions that actually discourage them or even punish them for what they're doing. You can build these compensation mechanisms that if people are actually contributing and helping to the system, you can actually pay them and compensate them for their contribution. It will have a fair and a private system based on the blockchain if you use it in the right way. It can also have a reliable and secure framework. The other element that we mentioned in our framework was asynchronous training. So we have built these asynchronous functions that their job is to communicate with different nodes. And as you can see in the picture, there are these workers in this decentralized format. And we still are talking about federated learning in a decentralized way. There are models and data for each of these workers. One of them has the role of the central server. At this point, it will change. As you can see, these are just dashed lines, so it can change. And as you can see from these animated arrows, these are talking with different workers. getting their data and aggregating them, and then maybe in the next iteration or several other iterations, you would change the head node, and this node would be the head in the coming iteration. And each of them are talking to each other in an asynchronous way. So the moment that they finish the training in worker number 2, their models will be transferred to worker number 1. It doesn't wait for other ones to do so. And worker number 1 is able to aggregate all of them after receiving their model. So it helps us for a more real-time and performant aggregation and framework. It improves our speed for convergence. It is resilient against the node failures. Any of these machines, if they fail and if they're broke, they don't work, we're not relying on them. Our asynchronous system can handle that, can just rule them out and use the other nodes for going forward. It's very adaptable. As I said, if you have hundreds of these networks using this system, you can easily create different topologies, talk with different elements, and create a new architecture. It's also a very efficient resource management system. So as I said, these different computers have different specifications. Some of them are faster, slower. Some of them have a better network. Using this system, you can actually write the code in a way that is more efficient. I also mentioned this interplanetary file system, or IPFS. I just want to mention how IPFS works. If you have a file on your system and you want to upload it to this cloud storage, first of all, it encrypts it in multiple ways, and then you have this encrypted file. Then it be divided into many pieces, and then these pieces will be saved on the cluster. So on many machines, as you can see here, they can go on different computers. And on the other side, when you're retrieving these models to the computer to have this file, it's the opposite will happen. So these multiple pieces will be restored, and then they will be put together as a file and then decrypted, and then you have your file. This helps for security, this helps for reliability. As I said, we can have enhanced reliability with our decentralized storage. We can also have this enhanced security and privacy by these layers of encryption that we have. We have published multiple papers. We talked about multiple layers of security and privacy that we added with symmetric and asymmetric encryption models. So after saying all of that, this is the system that we have put together, and let's start with the requester. The requester is someone that wants to train a model. He has some money, and he wants to bring other people and use their resources, and resources could be their data, could be their machines, could be their network and storage to the game. So he requests to deploy a smart contract and on blockchain, and then these workers will join. Could be like hundreds of them, thousands of them will join, and after that, based on the topology that we have in the smart contract, different clusters will be formed. As you can see here, cluster 1, cluster 2, we can have many clusters, and as I showed in the other graph, you can have different shapes and topologies for these clusters depending on the geography and the specifications of the computers. And as you can see, these clusters, they have their head nodes, and in a decentralized way, you can see this structure of the decentralized. As we talk, their head can change, their communications are asynchronous and very efficient. After the training, or while the training is happening, these head nodes talk to each other. for example, there's one edge and two edges talk to each other, they build an aggregated system and then they push it to IPFS, our cloud storage, and then anybody else has access to this IPFS and they can retrieve the most updated model. There are information passing back and forth between the smart contract. The smart contract at each iteration knows if each of these workers have a good contribution or a bad contribution depending on the evaluation that it does at each iteration, and based on their evaluation it can actually give them compensation or it can actually penalize them. And these are active academic research that we're doing. What is a fair penalization, what is a fair compensation for these systems. We're doing some case studies. So I just want to show you some experimental results that are coming out of this framework on simple tasks that we experimented. I think we tested this one on MNEST data set and used some resident, I believe, to train these models. We just want to show how blockchain can affect our speed. And as you can see with the green, the speed is only like a few seconds added to the system for each iteration. So it's not basically delaying the process and training that much. And it adds all the security and transparency and the trust to the system. We also want to show you that by introducing the blockchain, for the blue one, the accuracy of the system has not changed, so we will have the same accuracy using blockchain. Here I just want to show you that the scalability of the system, you can have 8 machines, 16 or 20, but adding the system, the accuracy of the system will not change, but basically by adding different machines you can have more and more and more data injected into the system. Which makes this system very scalable. I also want to show you this reliability assessment. So we just wanted to show that if we have like all different nodes connected in a decentralized way, we're basically the variance of the change in the accuracy is being contained and it will be reduced by different epochs. So it shows that the system is reliable, all the networks and all the workers are doing the good job, and the training is going forward in a good way. There's another way to look into it, is based on the convergence, the accuracy patterns. As I said, like you can look into the individual workers' accuracy and you can see that all of them can have their way of convergence, and here is basically what you can look into the penalization and the compensation. If some of them they don't have good results and some of them are performing much better. We can also look into loss. As you can see, the loss is consistently going down for different workers. Again, you can look into individual workers and see how they're performing. So in conclusion, our research so far revealed that the blockchain offers a lot of benefits like data transparency and security. We built this semi-decentralized federated learning system which addresses the scalability and reliability issues that we had in federated learning. We integrated these incentives and penalization systems that ensures fairness and trust between the contributors. Our experiments show that our approach improves the scalability and trustworthiness in our system. And in the future work, we want to validate these implementations of the trust penalization algorithm. We want to refine our leader selection, and we want to enhance our communication protocols for our decentralized system. I appreciate your time, and if there's any question, I would be happy to answer them. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Amir, for useful information. And
Okay,
for
thank you,
our
Amy.
next speaker will be Mr. Jacob Smith, VP of Business Development. He's from America. Please welcome Mr. Jacob Smith.
Jacob, can you show your screen so we can go next one?
So I'll be presenting on an update for Base Solutions Business Development. I'll start off by going into the Business Support Solutions overview and expand a little bit on what Amir was talking about. So this is some background on some technical overview. Amir was just talking about this in more detail. So some of the services that Bayes will provide is 1, federated machine learning, decentralized storage, number 2, full stack application, and also generative AI. The federated machine learning, an interesting approach we have been considering is clusters, known as a service, similar software service. Storage, centralized storage, stack applications to provide cross-industry business solutions through the use of AI, blockchain, and other emerging technologies. And lastly, for generative AI, Bayes has begun to specialize in industry-specific generative applications. So, business drives improve customer experiences using data science and AI, but face data vulnerabilities when relying on centralized models. The benefit of a decentralized machine learning process is that collaborative AI model training can occur without exposing the raw data, which ensures data privacy and security. With the Bayesian decentralized computation protocol, we would utilize a decentralized architecture using blockchain technology, and this will be applicable to multiple industries such as e-commerce, fintech, supply chain, and more. For decentralized storage, there are certain benefits that a decentralized storage system has over a centralized one. For instance, there's extra risks and limitations of centralized storage systems, where a single server is more vulnerable to risk compared to a decentralized server where data is distributed across multiple nodes for scalability and security. We've been building different generative AI applications at Bayesian, and as we know, ChatGPT has become extremely popular as well as a lot of other generative AI applications with their ability to generate fresh and original content in various mediums of text and media. Additionally, generative AI will continue to grow as it augments productivity, expands creative exploration, and drives innovation. I'm now going to go into a few different industry applications that the Bayesian protocol can be used on. Supply chain is a great example. For instance, a big issue and challenge in supply chain management is the lack of transparency and traceability in tracking goods from origin to destination. Additionally, the inefficiencies in communication and documentation and inventory management systems run the risk of counterfeit, and this is why there's a need for secure and decentralized platform to ensure legitimacy of transactions. At Bayesian, we have the ability to integrate blockchain to solve some of these challenges. Blockchain's benefits supply chain in a number of different ways. For one, it can streamline operations and enhance efficiency while improving transparency and traceability. Blockchain also provides a secure and decentralized platform for transactions. It provides complete transparency in tracking goods from origin to destination. A few different industry examples of supply chain and blockchain's integration into this would be the food industry, where product authenticity and safety can be better verified, the pharmaceutical industry, where counterfeit drugs can be prevented, and the fashion industry, where customers and consumers can track sustainable sourcing and ethical production. So these are just a few examples. Next, we'll look at the Bayesian protocol in fintech. So here are a few different advantages of using BDCP in fintech. Number one would be AI integration, which would create greater efficiency through automation and reduced errors. Two, BDCP can be used to enhance security. Security experts on our team will bring cutting-edge measures in order to reliably augment security of company data, transactions, and other potential vulnerabilities. In fintech, full stack application can be relied on to enhance customer experience via a more personalized and seamless interaction interface. And lastly, blockchain can also be used in fintech to offer tailored fintech solutions through the use of blockchain payment processing, AI, and other approaches.
Jacob, can you check your Wi-Fi? It seems like you're being kind of fuzzy from your side.
Okay.
Maybe you can
Let me
stop.
know.
Maybe you can stop the camera there, so it may make things a little better. Hello?
Yeah, I just turned it off. I can't.
Yeah, I think it's speaking a little better. Okay. Sorry for the interruption. You can continue.
Okay. Okay, I think it should be working better now. Loading. So yeah, as I was saying, that Bayesian is also offering different applications in the fast-growing e-commerce industry. We can help businesses with their website and UX design, their order processing, and also AI and machine learning integration. Security upgrades also can be used with AI to help protect customer data and transactions. And additionally, AI can help companies and e-commerce businesses to create innovative sales solutions that boost customer checkout rates and increase revenue. So this is a look at the total revenue in online sales of e-commerce in 2022, and in 2023, this is just growing quite a bit, and more customers are ordering via their mobile phone and pivoting more to digital purchasing rather than retail. in-person purchasing. So next we'll actually showcase the e-commerce app that we've been building. And I was able to demo this at an Alibaba convention. Alibaba is a e-commerce giant similar to Amazon, and they operate internationally. At this event, there are many 6 to 7 figure annual revenue e-commerce vendors who I was able to showcase the app to, and they're all very interested. So this is some of the feedback I was able to get when demoing our app to these businesses whose annual revenue is between 6 and 7 figures. International sellers often have concerns when writing the most appealing product description, and Bayes e-commerce chat is able to fix this issue. Many business owners expressed that they're excited just to have better translation in product descriptions, but they're especially excited to test the data analysis capacity of the AI app, which I will showcase next. Our app is very simple to use. You can sign up for a free account, create new chats and go back to old ones, just like you would with tabs on a browser and similar to ChatGPT. And you can get feedback in a very quick manner, similar to ChatGPT. So the app is catered towards e-commerce businesses, and it can help them improve their writing and their product descriptions. This is an international vendor who was having some trouble writing the best product descriptions and basically having trouble with translation, even though they've been in the e-commerce industry for 20 plus years, or have a lot of experience with their sales. But I wanted to improve their product description, and I was able to do this through the Bayes e-commerce chat. So translation apps often can generate poor results, but with the Bayes e-commerce chat, international vendors can increase their sales and activity just by using our free application. So this description is a lot better than the one that they had, and it's very easy for them to use our app. It's simple and logical. E-commerce vendors can also use Bayes chat for better marketing plans. For instance, you can be very specific, and the more specific you are, the better output Bayes chat will give. So simple things like generating a social media marketing plan and content ideas for any niche industry, such as a golf equipment e-commerce business to an American audience. Bayes chat was able to give a thorough plan and result that the user can continue to improve just by new requests. And lastly, we'll just look at the data analysis capabilities that Bayes can provide for e-commerce sellers. Simple things like month-to-month order history, user activity, and any other customer data will be inputted into the Bayes e-commerce chat. And from that point, our AI will conduct a data analysis to give better insight into consumer and business activity, which can lead to better sales and marketing for these e-commerce sellers. Here's an example of what such data analysis responses would look like. So this vendor clearly has an uptick in sales for hoodies during the winter, and they also have an uptick in sales for dresses during the summer. So these are some ways that this data analysis can be clearly useful to better understand buying and purchasing trends. This is a product popularity analysis where a business owner can get a better visualization of how their products sell, and this can be very useful and appealing to the different businesses that I talked to. They all were very excited to test the capabilities of base chat once the data analysis capability was released and our official application is released out of beta. So this is another example with user activity and sales. There's a correlation between the two. So I think this can help e-commerce businesses improve their operations by using base chat data analysis. And this is me at the Alibaba event. I was able to connect with a lot of different interesting e-commerce businesses who are very successful. So we believe that the growing e-commerce industry is something that we can make an impact on. So that's my presentation, and if there's any questions, please let me know.
Okay, yeah, thank you,
Thank you.
Jacob.
Thank you very
I
much,
think
Mr. Jacob.
That's all the presentations from our team. Any questions?
We'll keep the questions later, Jason. We don't have time.
Okay.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Jason, Dr. Emerald, and Mr. Jacob Smith for sharing us and useful information. And I have to apologize for some technical problem. So we will continue with our next speaker. So our next speaker, I'm delighted to invite Miss Eva, who will be elaborating on the partnership between Bayesian projects and China Unicom. So please give a big round of applause to Miss Eva.
Yes, hello. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Eva. I have just from China, Shanghai, and very happy to see you here. Today, I'm excited to talk about an awesome partnership between Bayesian and China Unicom. They are teaming up to do some seriously cool stuff in the world of technology and business. So let's dive in. First, what's so cool about the Bayesian project? Well, first thing, what makes Bayesian project so special? It's all about the latest technology, especially supercomputing and AI. They are all about using Bayesian inference to change how we handle data. So making decisions and solve problems. They are super innovative and have a team of experts pushing the limits of what's possible in computing. And second, why China Unicom and Bayesian make a great team? So why is this collaboration between China Unicom and Bayesian such a big deal? There are two big benefits. First, China Unicom has a ton of experience and instruction in Telegram and data services. So by partnering with Bayesian, they can use cutting-edge technology to improve their services and expand, giving them a leg in the market. Bayesian gets a strong foothold in the Chinese market. Thanks to China Unicom's massive network and customer base, this partnership lets Bayesian reach a ton of potential clients and show off their supercomputing survival in the AI technology. And three, China Unicom's part, data center and more. As part of the partnership, China Unicom is providing support with data centers, Internet Data Center called IDCS, and landing services. These are the backbone of the Bayesian's high technology stack, making such it's scalable, reliable, and efficient. And for what's next? Selling more and better bandwidth. Looking ahead, China Unicom will start selling Bayesian supercomputing service and computational power and cooperator clients. So this is a strategic move to let business full use Bayesian's advanced technology. Plus, China Unicom will use Bayesian's AI framework for its bandwidth services. This will make its network faster, more secure, and smarter. The partnership with Bayesian and China Unicom is a super exciting blend of innovation and industry experience. And it's going to change how we use technology, analyze data, and run business in China and beyond. With China Unicom's resource and Bayesian's cutting-edge tech, we are in for some incredible advanced in AI and supercomputing. So, thank you for listening.
Thank you very much, Ms. Eva, for an excellent and useful information. And now it's the time for coffee break already. So we arranged for you a coffee, tea, and some snack in front of the meeting room. So please enjoy.
15 minutes.
Okay.
Only 15 minutes.
Only 15 minutes.
15 minutes, okay? I give you guys a coffee break, only 15 minutes. Okay, and we will be right back here in the meeting room, and then we will start with our next speaker. Okay, thank you.